Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a quick review of a new product that I picked up at Lush about 3 weeks ago. So I want to go ahead and review it and show it to you guys before I use it all up. So that product is the Rough with the Smooth, which you can kind of still see some of the bumps there. It had these raised bumps on it, but I've kind of worn it down. And it is the newest shower scrub bar from Lush. So you can see it was sitting in my shower, that's why it's a little wet there. It's like a terracotta clay color. And I picked that up, like I said, about 3 weeks ago. I was in New York visiting my parents. And I came out of the subway on 3rd Avenue and 86th Street. And I was like, why do I smell Lush? Why? You know, I thought I was like imagining things. Turns out they built a little Lush store right there. It's right before the movie theater, just in case any of you live in New York and you could go there. And I was shocked because the last time I was in New York in January, it wasn't there. So I went inside and I really refrained from buying too much because I had like 2 days before placed an order with the Lush UK for some Christmas gifts for my kids and a new jar of Kalamazoo for my husband. So I didn't want to go in Lush and go too crazy, you know. And I still have plenty of my soaps that I bought in January. I cut them up and I still have them frozen in my fridge. So I didn't want to go too crazy. But when I saw this one, I thought, okay, I'll try, you know, for 10 bucks, I'll try it. I've done a review already on this channel for Buffy, and I think I did one for You Crack the Whip, or You Snap the Whip, whatever it's called. So I'll link those down below. But I was curious, so I picked it up and I brought it home, obviously. So about 2 days ago, I tried it for the first time, and I really, really like it. So that's why I said I better come do a review or it's going to be gone and I'll have to wait to do one until I put an order in for it. So overall, if any of you know Buffy or know You Snap the Whip, then you know that it's more of a oil-based scrub. You know, it's an oil base and it has exfoliants in it that when you rub it across your skin, it smooths your skin. This one is more, I don't know if you guys will be able to see the grains of it, but this one, it has more of a rougher texture where it feels like there's more of the exfoliant in it than there is oil. Like there's nothing lotiony about it, there's nothing creamy about it. It does have muru butter in it, so I think that's what gives it the little bit of oiliness that it has, but there's not much. So literally I feel like when I'm rubbing this on my skin, it feels almost like a pumice stone, but not as rough, not as porous and holy. It's very tightly packed, so it almost feels like taking a smooth brick, which is what I'm guessing they modeled it after, and rubbing it on your skin. You know, it's smooth, you know, it's not hurting you, but it's really sloughing off the dead skin. So I think the only thing that I don't like about it is the smell. I just looked it up on Lush.com, and as I mentioned, it's $9.95 here in the US. And one of the fragrances that's in it is patchouli, and I hate patchouli. I really can't stand the smell of it. When I picked it up in the store, if any of you have been to a Lush store, you would know, since I didn't already know the product and know what it smells like, I couldn't really tell what it smelled like because you have all those scents in a Lush store coming at you. I didn't know what it smelled like until I got home back to Washington State, to be honest. So it's definitely not my favorite scent. All of the patchouli products that Lush have, I avoid them, like the Karma soap. They have a Karma shower puck, I think, as well. I just avoid them. So I kind of figured that it might smell like patchouli because it looks so much like Karma and like the shampoo puck, but I was in a rush that day, so I just grabbed it. But I am glad that I did grab it. What I did with this is I scrubbed myself very vigorously with it. It felt really great. My skin felt like, I mean, just smooth as silk even before I got out of the shower with it. And then just to make sure I got that patchouli smell off, I took my shower proof and I just rinsed this off with my Mafura honey from Shea Moisture. I have the body wash for that. So I just used that just to make sure that I would not smell like patchouli, because as I said, I don't like patchouli and my husband definitely doesn't like patchouli. There are other smells in it. It doesn't smell, just like patchouli, but it's enough that I know what it is. One thing that I'm going to put it down because it's just breaking up all over my hands. So one thing that I definitely like about this bar rather than Buffy or You Crack the Whip is since it's not so oil based and it's not basically a chunk of oil and lotion with exfoliants in it, when I use this I could just rinse off and get out of the shower. If it wasn't for the smell, I could have just rinsed off and got out of the shower, dried myself off, and been good to go. Whereas with Buffy or You Crack the Whip, you have like a residue on you, especially with Buffy. Funnily enough, when I went home to New York, I found like a good sized chunk of Buffy that Lush had sent me as a sample with one of my orders before I moved away from New York. So I brought that back with me, and I had been using that for the last couple of days before I started using this, and that's how I noticed. As soon as I rub Buffy across my skin, I have a streak of the lotion and the ground up adzuki beans on my skin. So you always have to take your puff and buff that off, which obviously that's helping with exfoliation. But if you just want a nice quick exfoliation, you don't want to go through all that, you can't get out the shower like that. Like, you will have just streaks of it all over you. And the adzuki beans, as they come out, it's just scattered everywhere. So honestly, I never thought I would say that I love a smoothing bar more than Buffy. I'll link down below, like I said, my Buffy review. I loved Buffy. I would buy Buffy regularly to make sure I always had some. I would get the huge bar from the UK, cut it in half, keep one half in the freezer, and just go through it. And I still love Buffy, but I have to say I like the rough with the smooth better. I don't think Lush will change the smell of it, because I'm sure other people like the smell of patchouli. It's just, me, I don't like it. But I would buy it, and what I'm going to plan to do is get like one of those big apothecary jars, something with a tight lid, and I'll just put them in there and keep them in my bathroom, and when I'm ready to go through them, that's how I'll keep them. But I'm definitely going to buy some more of these because the quality of the exfoliation it's amazing. Like, usually, especially my legs, when I come out of the shower, as soon as my skin dries, I'm ashy. I look like somebody threw baby powder on my legs. It never fails. When I got out of the shower after using this, my legs were shining. Like, shining where it looked like I had oil on my legs, like I had went and got my legs waxed, and your legs look nice and smooth. I couldn't believe it. And even now, I mean, I'm not going to show you guys my leg because that would take too much. My leg is not ashy. It hasn't reverted back to what it is. I have oily skin on my face, and then the whole rest of my body is just dry skin, dry skin, dry skin. So for that alone, I will buy this and get a jar and put it in it, because I think if I got like a Rubbermaid plastic tub, I don't think that would keep the scent out, because any of you who know Lush scents, their scents are strong. It will seep through. So I'm going to try a thick glass apothecary jar. I'll probably go to Michael's and get one and put them in there. But I will be buying a bunch more of these because it really is fantastic. And like I say, for $9.95, so far I've used it once. It was a little bit thicker than that. I stopped myself as I was using it because I wanted to do a review. But probably, I mean, if you take a half-hour shower, if that's what you do, that's what you like, you could run through that bar. But I'm thinking I will, since it is a good amount of exfoliation, I think I would use it like every other day. So I'll use it tonight, and then I'll just leave it alone till later in the week. But yeah, it really is a great bar. I got this instead of the new Rub Pucks. It looks like this, but it's rub scent, and it has like pressed flowers in it. I don't know, something about it I wasn't really impressed, but maybe when I put in my next order to the UK, I'll get a couple of those so I could just try it out and give a review to you guys for it. But overall, I would say that this Rough with the Smooth bar, it really is awesome. I hope Lush keeps it. I mean, I'll keep my fingers crossed that they change the scent of it, make it like seasonal and change the scents on it, but the same formulation, same effect. So I'm hoping, but if not, it's okay. I'm going to buy some more. So I'm going to go ahead and stop rambling now. I'll put all the links down below to the stuff I'm talking about, and I'll put a link to the Lush USA page for Rough with the Smooth so you guys can read up on it and, see what you think, or maybe purchase some. And let me see, other than that, yeah, I have nothing else bad to say about it. So if you like exfoliation, if you're someone who can handle a good amount of exfoliation on your body and you have dry skin and you want to give something a try, I do recommend the Rough with the Smooth. So thank you so much guys for watching. Happy New Year. Today is what, the 3rd, January 3rd. Happy New Year 2016 to everybody. I hope this year brings you everything you want and desire and deserve and everything else. So please leave any comments, questions, suggestions, complaints down below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I have a couple more products to review, so I'm going to go hurry up and shut this one down and review those so that I can upload them today. Again, thank you so much guys. I really appreciate to all the new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. I know my videos have not been frequent at all, but thank you for subscribing. To all the people who subscribed way before, thank you so much. I am so appreciative of you. I don't even think I could put it in words that would be coherent right now. So I'm going to go ahead, let me stop talking, and I will see you guys in the next review. Thanks. Bye.